Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is edak.nkpubre. Welcome back to my channel. From the topic you already know, I'm going to be telling you things that you need to consider before you start the IVF journey. Yeah, let me just give like an introduction. I'm going to send baby dust people that are looking for or trying to conceive, even if you are on the IVF journey but trying to conceive, or IUI, any fertility journey. I send baby dust to you and I wish you the best. Yeah, okay. There's some things I need to just clarify. Like I'm talking from my own experience. I keep looking down because my notes are here. I need to clarify a lot of things, because not a lot of things, just a few things, just because this is from my own experience, from my own personal journey. So basically, while I was going through at the beginning, when I was going through IVF, basically, yeah, my IVF series has started, and the last video should have been the last video from the first 4 journeys of third journey circles, should be over by now. Anywho, I'm not on the fan, it's quite hot here. Yeah, when I started IVF, I started watching YouTube videos. They were more educational, but they didn't really talk into like the feelings, or like they had like different videos for feelings, they have videos for educational, they have videos for finances, they have videos for a lot of things. But I wanted like a video that would talk to me, that would like relate to me. So basically, I'm sharing this video according to how I felt and how I wish I had like a video to share. So it's for anyone that is looking for the same thing. Basically, I'm not a health specialist or individual, so I'm just talking from my own personal experience. And when I started the IVF journey, a lot of people told me that, people were advising me, just relax, it will happen. That is the worst advice you can give anybody. To my opinion, that is the worst advice you can give somebody, because you are not a doctor, you are not God, you're just a human being. You do not know what is going on medically with that person, and you're telling them just to relax. That when people told me that relax, it happened to me when I just relaxed. Do you know my medical history? Do you know why? The reason why it is being difficult? You don't know why. You just say relax, don't worry. That word relax should be banned from IVF patients. Do not tell anybody to relax. No relaxing, because you cannot even relax. It's like you are on a journey and someone telling you to sleep. It's not possible. It's like, how am I supposed to sleep when I'm driving or flying a plane? How am I supposed to sleep? So sometimes some advice, I know it's from love or for care, but it is shallow and it is irrelevant. It's not important. Relaxing is not an option. Someone even told me that you're thinking too much about it, you're worrying about it too much, that's why it's not happening. You're not only wrong, but you're kind of naive. Yeah, I'm not trying to be insultive or be rude, but I know how it made me feel, because even when I try to relax, I know that if I keep relaxing, I'm not proactive, I don't do things naturally. I am not like that. I'm not someone that will just relax and not do anything. I'm not a passive person, I am an active person. So I felt like that advice was very different from who I am. Do you understand? So yeah. Then there's some advices that you shouldn't tell people going through IVF or people trying to conceive. Asking them questions like, what is wrong? Using that word, what is wrong? Nothing is wrong with you if you are going through IVF or if you are going through TTC journey. Nothing is wrong with you, because every journey in life, it's designed for only you. You cannot transfer your own journey to somebody else. Someone take your journey and say, okay, I'm carrying your cross. No, it is just for you. And there's so many reasons why you are going through that journey spiritually, because I believe in God. there's so many reasons why you're going through that journey. So don't embrace your journey and don't, because I cannot, as in someone telling me that what's wrong is making me feel like I'm inadequate. I might be already feeling that already, but you saying what's wrong with you, what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that, is making it even worse. Do you understand? Okay, I don't want to go into that. I might shoot another video about what to say and what not to say to someone going through a TTC journey. And again, my YouTube page is about my life experiences, so I'm not going to focus like a whole lot about TTC journey and stuff, because that's not all about my life basically. Okay, so number one, when you're going through IVF, try and research. Okay, before you go into IVF, you should have gone to the doctors, gone through, and that's what they suggested for you to go. That should be your next step. IVF is not a simple journey. It's not an easy journey. It's not a journey that you should take lightly, because it's not simple. It's not easy. It's not the easy way out. When people say that I rebuke IVF, I feel like it's not easy. Basically, it's not an easy journey. So do not feel like I'm taking an easy way out. You're taking an easy way out. No, it's not an easy way out. It's harder. It's more difficult. It's more expensive. Anywho, before you go on this IVF journey, you have probably spoken to your doctors, ran a lot of tests, and the diagnosis or the outcome is they suggest that you go into IVF. And I'm talking, okay, do you know what, before we go on, I'm talking about when you're going to IVF, but I am doing IVF in Lagos, Nigeria. So most of these things I'm talking about is from my own personal experience while I'm in Lagos, Nigeria, okay? But it might pertain to you wherever you are in the world. So number one is make sure you try to understand that IVF is not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get pregnant. It's not a guarantee that you are going to have your child in your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I know it sounds scary. Second. It sounds scary because that's the truth. There's no guarantees. There's so many. For a doctor, I think I'll still get to that, having a good doctor. But knowing that IVF is not a guarantee is very, very important, because understanding that to the core will make you understand that everything is trial and error. With your labs and your results from your tests, you are going to realize that some medication, from their own experience, they're going to assign some medication for you from their own experience, medical experience, and from all the journals they have read and and whatnot. So know that it might not work for you, so they're going to readjust it if it doesn't work. Do you understand? So know that IVF is not a guarantee. So number two, IVF is not an easy journey. I think everybody that is going through a TTC journey, regardless of what it is, it might be IUI, it might be IVF, it might be anything, it might be planned conception, it can be anything. I think everybody should go through therapy. Find a way to talk to somebody, have a good support system, not people that are going to be trying to make fun of you or make jest of the situation. Look for a good support system that you can talk to and be free to talk to about it, and they can give you feedback, like productive feedbacks. Do you understand? So basically the best thing is to make sure you talk to a therapist, someone that is paid for, that has studied therapy, to help you to break down your emotions, because it is a lot of emotions. It's a lot. If you don't have access to therapy, please find someone that you can talk to, or some people you can talk to. I'll give you my own experience of how I dealt with how I created a support group. Let me just give it to you now, because this video is going to be a bit long. Let me rush quickly. So what happened was that when I had my IVF journey, I started making friends with the ladies that I met through the journey. I started talking to them regularly, keeping in touch with them. They were keeping in touch with me. They were asking you, I think, happy taking your medication, happy you're going for exercise, happy you're going for this, happy you're going for that. They'll suggest different things to you and tell you, hope you're okay emotionally. So we all came back and we were discussing people that were successful in their IVF journey. We celebrated them. People that were not successful, we encouraged them, and we continued like that. We still talk. Some of the people that we used to talk at the beginning are no more in the country because probably for jobs and family and stuff, they've relocated. But the point is that I created my own support system because I could not rely on therapy at that particular moment, and I could not rely on people around me because nobody was going through what I was going through. Not that they don't love you, or so they don't really understand what you're saying. Okay, so number 3, IVF is expensive. It's expensive. It's not like crazy expensive in Lagos, Nigeria. Not like crazy expensive, but it's expensive because a layman cannot afford to pay for IVF, especially when there's no guarantees. There are no guarantees for IVF, so you have to plan financially. And there's sometimes that some fertility clinics offer discounts and payment plan, so you can reach out to those clinics and stuff. But it's an expensive journey because not only just the services, IVF services are expensive, the medication that you have to take are quite expensive too. So you have to consider all that before you go into IVF, because the commitment you're actually committing to, you're committing into a both spouses, both the male and the female, both the husband and the wife, or both partners. You're committing into a journey, and it's very, you need to know the financial toll it's going to take on your finances. Number 4, it is emotionally draining. It is emotionally draining in a way that, as I said from the beginning, the IVF is not a guarantee. So every step of your journey is an eye-opener. I don't know if I'm going to explain that because I don't want the video to be too long, but it's an eye-opener. So in one step of the process or the circle, you might not get the result or the information or the outcome, the outcome you are actually waiting for. So yeah, you need spousal support, family, friends support. You need your own support system. Find your own way of finding your support system. If you have access to therapy, please go and talk to somebody, because you need a support system. You need someone to talk to. You need it. It is, I think I recommend that a lot, because it is not just emotional, psychologically you need support. So I think that is a very good idea to do. Take it seriously, because it's not like a simple journey. You just go flow. It's a journey that you have to be committed psychologically, emotionally, and financially. Let's move on to the next, the 5th one. The medication are intense, and you have to be mentally ready, prepared for it. There are some times that I took some medication that I'll be watching a comedy and I'll be crying. I'll be watching National Geographic and I'll be crying. I'll be crying for no reason, and sometimes I'll be angry for no reason. And that's my own personal experience. So everybody's experiences are going to be different. I was emotionally overwhelmed, as I had like different emotions. I was panicky, I had anxiety, I was so full of emotions. Do you understand? So but I understood, because I researched, I understood that it was coming from the medication. So anytime I was feeling emotional or feeling angry or outburst or overwhelmed or anxious, I just woosa. I just count to 10 and I take deep breaths, and I have a breathing exercise that I will do to calm myself down, and it helped a lot. So moving on to the next, it's very, very important, very, very, very important. There are loads of companies or loads of clinics that are vultures, and because they know that a lot of women, especially, okay, let me not say especially Nigeria or Africa, but a lot of Africa or have a stigma for infertility or trying hard to conceive. So they have this desperate energy. These women have, a lot of women have this desperate energy. I need to have a child, I need to have a child, I need to have a child, I need to have a child. And it's very embarrassing, it's very, very this, there's shame, this thing, there's so many things. And a lot of companies, a lot of clinics prey on that. They prey on you, they'll deceive you, they'll give you wrong medication, or they'll give you low level medication, knowing that that medication is not going to work for you. Then they'll give you the same results as they give you the result that comes out of it. Say, well, sorry, do this. Or they'll suggest things like, why don't you go for surrogates, because it is going to still benefit them, because they're the one that are going to also provide the surrogacy. But they've collected the money for your first cycle, messed it up, then Nana suggests different options because they want to get as much as they can get from you. So make sure you research hard, research very, very hard for clinics before you embark on that journey. Ask people, or people that have been to that clinic, find out from them what their experience were. Go check on the internet for reviews, ask questions, ask as much you can, ask questions until you are happy. I think that's the next one. Ask enough questions until you are satisfied. Ask questions when you go for another thing again, when you go for consultation, because they will ask you to pay consultation. You can pay the consultation. This is from my own experience. It was like from 25k to like 30, depending on the clinic. Pay, if you have the money, pay for the consultation, but make sure you drain them with the questions you have. Like, make sure you write a questionnaire. Make sure you write a long questionnaire and ask them questions. And make sure you are strong enough, and go with someone that will help you, because you are emotional at that particular time. Go with someone that will be strong enough to help you, to hold you back, because some clinics they will say, okay, let's start this process. They engage you in that thing. So once they start the process, they have hooked you and you are already in a circle. It happened to me once. Yeah, I think once. Yes, once or twice. It happened to me that because you are vulnerable, and I was not, I didn't, when I was going to this, I had no one to go with, so I had no choice. So you are vulnerable when you are hearing bad news. They're not tell you, okay, let's start a new circle. See, you're not even paying attention to what they're even saying, because you are in a vulnerable position. So make sure you ask enough questions. Do not allow them to psych you or to push you to start a circle when you are not yet satisfied with the answers they're giving you. And when people are beating around the bush, you already know what to do. Carry your leg and waka and go. Okay, so next is, most cycles take up to 1 to 2 months from start to finish. So some cycles, there are fast, there's short protocol and there are long protocols. So most cycles, most IVF cycles take 1 to 2 months, sometimes even longer. So just when you're having the process, make sure you plan ahead. Because I know a lady that she had 2 kids. She had 2 kids with her husband when they were not married yet. Then they took time off to like gain their finances, build their life together, get married, and all that. And it took like 10 years for that to happen. And when they were now ready to have more kids, it was not difficult. So basically what she was doing was that she did not know, because she was still at work. She didn't know that she had to be going for medication, for tests, and where she lives and where she's doing her treatment, it's very far. So she had to now take time off work, and she was now getting worried. Can I work from home? Can I do this? Can I do that? But at the same time, she found a way out. But at the same time, we make sure you make plans ahead of time, because it takes 1 to 2 or 2.5 months for beginning of the cycle to the end of the cycle. So when I say circle, I mean from stimulation, that is when they're stimulating you to get your eggs. Then when they retrieve, that's the second part, the retrieval of the eggs, and when they transfer, depending on if you want a fresh transfer or a frozen transfer. It just depends on you, on the doctor or the medical team. Or yeah, so it takes 1 to 2 or 2.5 months. So make plans, and make plans with for the children or for the family, so you know that within that period of time you are prepared. During IVF, hold on to whatever faith you are. If you are Christian, hold on to it. If you're Muslim, hold on to your faith hard. Hold on to it, because apart from your therapy and your support system, you need a spiritual upliftment. You need that spiritual upliftment. So hold on to your faith. That's personal decision. Hold on to whatever you believe, and hold on to it tight, because it helps. It helps in some instances. So hold on to your faith. Once you find a trusted doctor, that's the next one. Once you find a trusted doctor, trust their advice. Once they tell you a particular thing, trust the advice they give you. Do not think that they're trying to, because I had that issue, because after I went through a particular doctor, the other doctor, I couldn't trust them. Anything they were saying, I was saying yes, okay, all right. I didn't trust them. I didn't have any trust in them. I still do not have trust in doctors. I trust God. But when I met a particular doctor, and the way he spoke to me, the way he related to me and explained things to me, I started regaining my trust. Do you get? I started regaining my trust, because I know that you are not going to beat around the bush. You're going to tell me what is going on. Do you understand? So I felt like I could trust whatever this person is saying to me. So when you find a trusted doctor, when you have researched on this doctor and you trust this doctor, please listen to the advice. Listen to the advice. It's best, because you don't want to be, it's like so many cooks making one dish. Just listen to the advice and follow the procedures they tell you to follow, please. Yeah, I already spoke about IVF. It's better into the stimulation, the retrieval, and the transfer. So, and this process is a waiting process, because stimulation takes like maybe like 1 to 3 weeks sometimes, depending on the protocol. Then retrieval, when you do your trigger shot, retrieval is I think 48 hours after. I don't put all those information in my head anymore, because I'm already used to it. I just go with the flow. I already know, so I don't have the information in my head, but I know that it's like 36 to 48, I think 36 hours. I'm not sure. Just do your research. Then they retrieve the eggs. They let you know how many eggs they have gotten, how many were matured, how many was fertilized, and how many will make it to blastocysts. All these things I'm saying, research on them. Then you have to now wait till, if you are doing a 5-day or 7-day transfer or a 3-day transfer, depending on what your doctor or your clinic is advising. It is a patient game, a patient process. And this process, this IVF process, is a hurry and wait process. Sometimes you're in a hurry and they're going to rush you. Sometimes like the trigger shot, and when they retrieve, sometimes you're going to have to wait and be patient. And during that waiting period, please try your possible best. I know the drugs and the medication can be overwhelming sometimes. Please try your best and try and be in a good place. Try and envision good things, wonderful things, to distract yourself from a lot of things. I made a mistake sometimes that I'll be thinking, I took time off, and sometimes you don't need to take time off. Just make sure you take a medication when you're supposed to take a medication, but sometimes you do not need to take time off, because you are going to, okay, me, I was obsessed with the procedure, obsessed with the what my body was doing at a particular time. So I was reading all the articles, I was asking questions on forums. I joined so many forums. I joined a lot. But at one point, with the information I got from all the forums, all the books, all the articles, I decided to let it go. I'm not a doctor. I don't know why I'm studying that, why I'm reading it, as if I'm studying, I'm going for exam. So I did a lot of research, and I'm going to share things I did before my own IVF journey. I'm going to share a different video on that. So I don't know if I did after this video, but from my own experience, I hope this points will help you and just give you an idea of what to prepare, how to prepare your mind, how to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally and spiritually too, before you embark on the IVF or any TTC journey. Basically, just make sure that, yeah, I just hope that this will help you, and I'm sending baby dust to you. I wish you guys the best, and there's so many. I wish we had more support groups to help other people in different, because it's not just TTC or IVF. There are many things that a lot of people are going through. I wish there were support groups for everybody, and in this case, for people that are going through the TTC journey, I wish there were physical support groups, because I had forums that were supportive, but there were different countries. People are in Sydney, some people are this, some people are that, some people are in so many countries, and nobody I can physically go for tea with or go for a drink with. I was just, sorry about that, I was just online. Do you understand? So yeah, so I'm going to just end this video here. Thank you for watching. I hope it will help you, and if you have any questions or any suggestions, anything you want to share, your experience, what you think I missed in the list of things, put them down below in the description box, because you can help somebody. You don't know who you're going to help, who you're going to assist. This journey I'm sharing this with you because I don't know who I'm going to help, who I'm going to assist in everything I'm sharing, because I know how many people helped me, how many videos I watched, how many YouTube videos I watched, and how many podcasts I listened to. So trust me, I know how I feel when I get information firsthand. So I hope this is going to help you, or help your family members, or help you to support somebody, your friends, your family, your spouse. I hope it will help you to understand what people that go through TTC journey go through. Okay, so thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.